Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy NegativeLatency, aka David here, and in the background of this commentary will be a Minecraft Hunger Games server, and it's me and my boy Tristan Rocks, and he asked for this, so here it is. It was coming eventually, and I finally put it out. And instead of talking about the Minecraft Hunger Games server, there's really nothing to talk about. Have fun. That's basically all I did. It was my first time ever playing on that kind of server, so I really didn't know what I was looking forward to, but it was a lot of fun. I played about 6 hours of that. I have so many gameplays of Hunger Games that my hard drive is almost full, so I'm gonna have to start either just deleting them or uploading them. Either one you guys pick. It really doesn't matter to me. I love playing Minecraft. I love making videos, and I love making commentaries. So it doesn't matter to me. So what I wanted to talk about this commentary, this video was my recent trip to the hospital after a injury that I had, and basically I run track for my school, and I am the best track runner that there is in my school, and one of the best that they've ever had in that school. So I run the 100, and I run the 4x1 relay, and basically what happened was, in the past, I had problems with my ankle. I pulled two tendons within a week, and then I pulled my hip flexor, my right hip flexor, and then that next week is when I ended up in the hospital for a super bad injury that now, that's why I'm going to make more videos, because I'm done for the rest of the season, and I'm done until high school. So I'm basically, got nothing to do, no running, no soccer, no anything. So basically what happened was, I ran the 100, and my average 100 time is about 12.4, 12.5, 12.6. About 12.5 is my average, honestly. So basically, to this, it was April 20th or 19th, that Thursday, I ran at 12.9, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Something must be wrong. And I could feel my right hip starting to hurt, which is ironic. So if you just stay tuned for why it's ironic. It's ironic, and I felt, my thigh muscles were getting really tight. So I'm sitting here, and I sit down and put ice on my right hip, and I'm thinking, oh well, it's just probably getting swollen up. I did a lot of running in 100. I put 100%, 110% in all of my runs. That's probably why I get injured so much, because I take it seriously. I want to be the best of the best that I possibly can. So basically, I sit down for the event. I let the mile go by, the 400, and I think, yeah, boys and girls, and that's it. And then the 4x1 comes up, and I'm sitting here, and we're practicing our handoffs from left to right, and I'm the final leg. I'm the fastest on the team, and I know I see this guy that I'm watching, and I know I could beat him, because I almost beat him in 100. But like I said, I was hurting, but now I was all iced up. My right hip was fine. Keep putting emphasis on that right, which is kind of funny. You'll find out why. And basically, I see him running, and I see the way he's running, so I'm like matching my pace with his on the warm-ups, so that way we're balanced. And I get my team together, my 4x1, and I'm talking, nice clean handoffs, guys. Put in 100%. We're not running again today, because usually our sprinters were done by the 4x1, or at least my squad was. So I'm like, put 100% in. Don't give up. Make sure you got clean handoffs, blah, 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 etc. So basically, now I can feel my right thigh tightening up again. So I'm sitting here doing like the flamingo, where you grab your leg and put it behind your back. And I feel it, and it feels really good. I'm stretching the muscle there. And basically, we go back, and we go to the starting line. The fat guy with the stomach that's like bounces every time he talks, the referee, the umpire, whatever he's called, basically tells us, go find your spots, blah, 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 whatever. We don't care. So on the final leg, so I am that. If you've ever been to a track, you see the stands are usually on that straightaway where the 100 is. That's my leg. I come around that bend, I receive the stick, and I run all the way down the finish line. I run that part of the track, 100 meters. So basically, it's me and this guy, and he's tall, and he ran 100 in like 12.4. And I know I could beat him, but because I was hurting. So basically, I'm like, alright, let's do this. I'm talking to him, and he's like, whatever happened to St. John, who is another runner from my school? And I'm like, oh, I'm faster than St. John. He's like, what? No way. So blah, 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 we're talking. He's like, oh, I see, you look like you were hurting before. I'm like, yeah, I pulled two tendons, and I hurt my right hip. And we went off on my injury. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be running anyway. And then basically what happened was I received the stick. The gun went off. I saw him coming around. We were in second. There was 4 teams: 2 Barnegat, 2 McAuliffe, and basically I was watching and my friend was running, and we had the second lane. So obviously the first lane is shorter all the way around than the second lane is, but the finish line makes up for that. So basically, I see my buddy, and he's running, and we're in second, but we're about tied because of the length differences. And we get the second guy, and he puts us in first. Now our third leg puts us in third. So I'm like, it's all right. It's up to me. Now I get the stick, and I start running. I start sprinting. I pass the second guy, and I pass the first guy. So now I'm in first. There's about 15 meters left, and I feel something in my left hip pop, and I thought, oh, I just popped my hip. I'll run through this. I only got 20 meters left. I can win this for our team. I put down my right foot, and I went to go put down my left foot, and I couldn't stand. So what I did was I threw down the baton. I collapsed in the grass. Actually, I went off to the side, and I just fell. And then they carried me to a chair, and they were looking at my hip, and it was actually my left hip that went wrong. So the physical trainer there was like, taking me to the hospital immediately. So we go down to the hospital, and I'm just like, that's great. I have stuff to do tomorrow. But we go down to the hospital, and I'm sitting in the waiting room in my wheelchair because I couldn't walk. My leg was immobilized, and I was immobilized for the week after as well. So we're sitting here, and I see all these people in the hospital with like cuts and scrapes. I'm like, this is bullcrap. You guys shouldn't be in the hospital. But finally, they call my name, and oh, thank God, 2 hours later, could have done my own medical examination. Took x-rays with a camera. But, so we go in, they put me on, like, this gurney thing, because I couldn't walk. And they bring me, I get changed in, like, that little hospital coat thing. It's really gay. And then they bring me, and they're on the gurney, and the guy's driving the gurney like a freaking monster truck, and he's hitting every bump, and I'm just like, Jesus, what the f*** are you doing? What are you doing? And he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you were in that much pain. I'm like, if I wasn't in pain, I would have been at the hospital. He just gave me that look that, like, mean old teachers do. Yeah. So we go in, and he gives x-rays, and there's nothing on the x-rays. And I'm like, you're an idiot. It's a torn muscle.